Hello, 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 beautiful souls. So, I want to talk today. I want to talk about the law of attraction. And then I'm also going to talk a little bit about reprogramming your subconscious. But, law of attraction first. So, that has been a big topic of discussion. I personally have seen on social media. I've seen it over the years, but I've really been seeing people saying things about it more recently. And a lot of the problem is the way that it's being taught. It's not being taught the full scale, basically. There's pieces missing. So when you see people talking about the law of attraction and you read a lot of things that have been published over the years, the law of attraction talks about how like attracts like. So if you want positive things, you need to think more positive. And it's all about creating a new belief system. The problem is, and the part they're not talking about, that is partially true. That is an important piece, but it's not the full puzzle. If you have stored trauma and repressed emotions in your body, it contradicts the new belief. And when you have that contradiction, that's when the law of attraction is not going to work, because you're never truly going to believe that thought, right? So the missing piece that they're not talking about is the deep trauma work, because our body vibrates at an energetic frequency. When we have stored trauma and energy blocks and things in the body, it vibrates at a lower frequency. Well, that frequency your body is vibrating at, that is what is attracting, not your thinking. Yes, your thoughts create emotions, but it's so damaging the way some people are teaching it, because they talk about how if you start feeling sad or angry or upset or whatever, you just need to stop and think more positive. Well, no, you don't, because when you just cut off the emotion, you're trapping it in your body. And the more you have trapped in there, the more chaos is going on. It triggers your fight or flight. It puts you in survival mode long term. And when that happens, you are dysregulating your nervous system. And that is a big cause that leads to things like depression and anxiety and autoimmune disorders. Like, you are creating disease and illness in the body. It is so, so harmful that so many people are teaching this the way that they are and not teaching the full picture, because they're really doing more damage than they are helping. So, like I said, with the law of attraction, you attract through your body's vibrational frequency. If you try to think a positive thought, it might help temporarily feel a tiny bit better, but long term, it's not doing you any good. So the people that are saying, like, yes, there's people that have said the law of attraction has worked wonders for them by thinking a different thought. And I'm going to get into that a little bit, because I believe there's two different kinds of thoughts, the way I put it. One is a more surface level and one is a deeper. So the surface level ones would be just things you picked up as a child. So if your parents made comments about like how tight money is, money doesn't grow on trees, blah, 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 things like that, life is hard, you have to work hard to make money. I use money as a reference because that seems to be what most people are going after when they're trying to use the law of attraction. So whether it's a job, whatever it is. So when you pick up on those, you didn't have a situation in your life happen to you that created that belief. Those are the ones I consider a more surface level. Those are the ones that are easier to reframe. Now, if you have a belief or a fear around money, safety, whatever it is, because something happened to you, and that trauma and those beliefs and emotions are energy, so that when it gets trapped in your body, it creates an energetic block. When those are stored in the body and years later you're trying to create a new belief, you're only creating more chaos in your body because it contradicts what the body knows. So, a big part of the work that they don't talk about is you can't just change your beliefs when they're attached to wounds and trauma. You have to heal those wounds and trauma first. When you heal and release those from your body, then you can very easily and quickly shift and reframe a new belief. I do them in my alchemy sessions all the freaking time. Once you clear it out, it's easy to be like, okay, so we're going to program this new belief. So that is a big part. If you are feeling sad, angry, whatever, you need to feel through that emotion, whatever it is, whether it's crying, screaming, punching pillows, whatever it is you need to do. Feel through the emotion, and then once you felt through it, focus on something more positive. Then tell yourself affirmations. Then listen to music, take a bath, dance, play, sing, whatever it is that helps you feel better. And that will help elevate your body's vibrational frequency, not just your mind. But if you're trapping that emotion in there and you're trying to change your thinking, your body is still trapped in that lower frequency that it's vibrating at. And like I said, the more you trap stuff in there, the more chaos you're causing. It's really, really bad for your body and for you. You can't fully function with anything at 100% when you have stored trauma and repressed emotions in your body. But in order, you can heal and release them, and you can change your thinking, but you have to release this stuff first. And then do the work of learning to connect with your body, of learning to love yourself more. When you focus on healing those wounds and releasing the stuff that's suppressed in your mind and your body, and focus on really connecting with your body and really building that deep connection to your body, your soul, your mind, loving yourself, things like your natural frequency of the body, your self-love, your self-worth, your heart, all of it naturally elevates. So the more you clean and clear shit out, the more you're naturally a vibrational match for the amazing experiences and things that you want to create in your life. And the people that do that work and get to that place are the ones that really are able to manifest things very quickly and easily. And I mean, there's times that you can get things instantaneously. Your manifestation will come true. Or like within the hour. You know, you don't have to wait long term. Usually if you wait long term for something to show up that you're trying to manifest, a big part of that is because you have stuff internally that is like blocking it, you know? And like money is a great example. If you have deep-seated beliefs and everything about how rich people are evil and greedy, but you're trying to manifest more money, but you don't consider yourself evil or greedy, and you don't ever want to be evil and greedy because you are just this loving, heart-centered person, that's creating that energetic block from the money coming in, because it can't come in if you think rich people are greedy. Then you're not ever going to be rich, if that makes sense. So the more you just focus on not the money part or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, but the deep trauma work is the shit that hardly anybody talks about. And I personally enjoy talking about it because it is a big part of what I do. my coaching is a little different than many other coaches I've met because I focus on, when I work with my clients privately one-on-one, we dig into the shit first. That is the first thing we do, is we dig deep to heal the shit that's buried inside. Because a lot of the things that you're looking for, the freedom, the happy, the loving, the, whatever it is, a lot of that comes naturally when you release that stuff from the body. And it is easier to reprogram beliefs that you have when you're not holding a wound attached to them. So it's super, super, super important. So that was the main thing I think I wanted to say on the law of attraction, is it's not changing your thinking. Your body, the energetic frequency that your body is radiating is your magnetic field. That is what is magnetizing things to you. So if your body's at a lower frequency, that are things like fear and doubt and worry, and you're sitting here telling yourself everything's fucking great and I'm receiving this and I'm going to do this and I want this and this and this, you're only going to attract more things to cause more fear and doubt and worry and insecurity and feeling unsafe, because that is the vibrational frequency that your body is admitting. And that is the law of attraction. That's why it is always working. If you have shit in your body that contradicts your beliefs, you're going to attract the shit in the body. And that's why all these people have always been told, or they work with a coach that's like, you just have to think more positive, and then they get pissed off because it's not working, because they're thinking all these positive thoughts, but they're not getting the things that they want, or the goals that they're trying to achieve. They're not able to do it. Well, because it's not on your thinking, it's on your body. It's the way your body feels. So it's really, really, really important to do it. And not just to attract things. Not like when you have a bunch of stored trauma and stuff in your body, you can't be fully present in a moment. Because if your body is in survival mode, you go to dinner with a friend. And say you're sitting there eating, because you're in survival mode, you're not fully present in the moment. Maybe you get distracted by your phone. Maybe you just keep looking around or fidgeting or whatever. You're not calm and safe and present in the moment because your body's in survival mode. And you see it so much when you go out in public. People are so distracted, especially with their phones and social media and everything else. And a lot of it is because they are in survival mode. You can't be fully present. And just like I also teach my clients that, one of the big things that people are looking for is love. They want that amazing, dreamy love life, whatever that is for them. Or maybe they're single and they want a loving partner, but they have all this crap in their body that's keeping them from fully loving themselves on a deep, deep level. And until you love yourself on a deep, deep level, you will never, ever be fully loved the way that you desire. And that's because until you truly love yourself on a deep level, you don't know how you need to be loved. You don't know how. You have programming and conditioning that, maybe a big one for me was that my ex-husband, that he was a great provider, and he bought me a big, beautiful wedding ring when we got married. It was really expensive. And I remember like a couple of times walking around and strangers seeing my ring and they're like, "Oh, you are so loved." But the thing was, I didn't really know how I needed to be loved. I was just like, "Oh, I'm really loved because he, provides for me and I get to stay home with my daughter. And it wasn't until I started really doing the work on myself and really learning how to love myself, I learned that yes, he was a good financial provider, but what I really needed to truly feel loved and secure in a relationship, absolutely none of it he provided. And that was a big step to me leaving and getting a divorce. And I've spent a lot more time the last few years being divorced, really loving myself on a deeper level. And I've dated here and there, and things will come up and it's like, you know what, I don't like this, or you know what, I really like it when they do this. And it just helps you get to know yourself better as well. But you can't have like the foundation of what you need in a relationship until you have that relationship with yourself. So I think that was all I wanted to say on the law of attraction, basically. So yeah, the more you heal the things that made your body feel not safe, the safer it feels. The more regulated your nervous system is, the calmer you are, the healthier you are, the more present you are, the more open your heart is. And it's something that, as a coach, I really get frustrated seeing a lot of people online talking about being like a law of attraction and a manifestation coach. And there's so much about what they teach that pieces of it are true, but they're missing the most important pieces. And because they're missing those pieces, it really causes more harm than good. So remember, it is not about the thinking. It is the body. It's how the body feels. It is the vibrational frequency your body is emitting. I learned a lot. I went through some courses to get certified in different modalities and things. And one of them, well, a couple of them, a big part of it was becoming trauma informed. And as I learned that stuff about being trauma informed, it was eye-opening for me, because I was like, this is why it never worked fully for me, or why it would work with some things and not other things. And it was because this was a more surface level belief, and this was a deeper belief attached to some kind of trauma or wound deep in my body. So really learning how to heal and clear that stuff out has been instrumental in my personal growth and change. And it's amazing because sometimes, like I said, things happen instantly. Like I'll just be walking through the house and be like, you know what, I really want this. And then all of a sudden, there it is, one way or the other. Especially when you lose things in the house. That one happens a lot, where I lose something and I'm like, I really want to find this. And then all of a sudden it appears. It doesn't really appear, but all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I know where to look for it. But yeah, so doing the deep trauma work, and I'm not talking about like, one of the ways to release beliefs and stuff like that is through tapping, which I feel like that is really beneficial if it is a surface level belief. But if you're going to do the deep trauma healing work, I always suggest that somebody go with somebody you resonate with, but really pay attention to see if they really know what they're doing or not, because there are quite a few of us out there who are certified in different modalities and trauma informed, and those are going to be the ones that really can help you on that deep level that you need. Whether it's me, somebody else, whatever. Don't just go to a coach who is, or healer or whatever, who's always just talking about thinking positive, because that's all bullshit and it's only gonna cause more problems. So when it comes to the more surface level beliefs, one of the things that really helps in reprogramming your mind are things like meditation and hypnosis. And a big part of why that works is because they get your brain into a theta state. And a theta state is where your brain, your mind, is very suggestive. So when we're born until the age of 7, we are in a theta state, meaning our brain is just like a little sponge, absorbing everything around us from everybody. And that is where we pick up on a lot of our beliefs around life, work, money, relationships, from watching our parents, our grandparents, aunts and uncles, anyone else that you may have been around. So the surface level beliefs are actually really, really easy to reprogram. And like I said, through like hypnosis, meditation, whatever. So as we get older and we're out of that theta state all the time, the first 10 minutes that you're awake and the last 10 minutes before falling asleep, our brain is in a theta state. So one thing that I like to do is I create little like recordings of my own voice that I'll play as soon as I wake up when I want to reprogram a new belief. I've done this for quite a while. Create a recording, listen to it as soon as you wake up. Like as soon as you wake up, you sit up, you hit play, and you listen to it so that it's absorbing into your mind before like the reality of life picks in for the day. You can do it at night right before you go to sleep. The other one that I like to do if I'm not playing a recording is if there's like if I want to scale and level up in my business, or I want to call in more clients, I will say that to myself as soon as I wake up, like an affirmation type of thing. As soon as I wake up about like, I'm ready for the next level, I'm calling in 3 clients, I'm hitting my goal of X amount of dollars this month, and I'll say it over and over and over for a few minutes as soon as I wake up, and then I get up and I go about my day. A lot of times I'll say a few beliefs and then I will just sit there and imagine like what it would feel like in my body. This is a great manifestation hack, by the way. If you wake up first thing in the morning and you say the new belief, the thing that you want, and then you feel it in your body, like feel it as if it's happening, like get excited about it and be like, oh my God, it's happening. Like rant to yourself, whatever. Oh my God, I can't believe I did it. I got 5 new clients. They all came out of nowhere. It was so exciting. I hit my goal this month. I beat my goal this month, blah, 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 blah. That feeling and everything, it creates like a memory in your body as if it already happened. So if your body feels like it happened and your beliefs line up to that feeling in the body, the manifestation comes in quicker. That's how you quantum leap very quickly. But to get back to the subconscious, so that is a little trick that you can do trying to rewire some of these surface level beliefs. Just create there's a audio recording app on my phone. It came on my phone. I have an iPhone. And I just record myself. Your brain's going to believe it more when it's your voice that it's hearing. So if you just take a few moments and just, whatever the new belief is that you want to believe, maybe you have 4 or 5 of them you're trying to reprogram, and then just play it first thing in the morning when you listen to it. And then, another thing is like a deep meditation. I get not everybody knows how to create a deep meditation, but you can find some that are like generic for whatever you're trying to manifest. I do custom ones for my one-on-one clients when they want them. My private one-on-one clients, not, I've never done it for ones that did just like a program or a master class, but my private one-on-one clients, when we're reprogramming, we do it. But also when I do the alchemy sessions, I can reprogram it while I'm in the session. So if you don't know what the alchemy sessions are, they're great. They're deep healing with the chakras, and it's all kinds of stuff. So an alchemy session is a deep spiritual energetic healing. So we clear the wounds and the karma attached to the wounds and clear it out through your soul records with Reiki and the violet flame, and we clear the beliefs out, and then we download new beliefs to benefit you, basically. You can find more about it in detail on my website, which is www.jodyokason.com. But the alchemy sessions are really, really powerful and amazing. I love them. I do them on myself often. I do them on my daughter. They're safe. It's energy, quantum healing, deep work. So yeah, if you're interested, reach out and I'd be happy to do one and at least try it or whatever. But yes, so that is one way that you can work on reprogramming some beliefs. But definitely don't try to tell yourself a new positive belief when you're pissed off or sad, because that is only creating more chaos in the body. So do the work separately, do it deep, and I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you, and I will talk to you later.